Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. We're back from Labor Day. We got a lot of things to do today. We got tickets to give away. I think we're going to talk a little bit to a Village Fest, find out what's going on at Village Fest this Saturday. We'll talk to Miranda. She'll tell us all about that. Well, maybe we'll give away some tickets. Let's find out. Let's get going. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Good morning out. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo. How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. What's going on?
Nothing. I wanted to ask you, how do people write to you? Is it like I tried going on 94.1, I couldn't find a way to write to you?
You can actually just text me at this phone number. The same phone number you called, you can use it to text me as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can just send me a text message at 842-5477. So instead of calling, just text me.
Oh, shoot. I might do that.
Okay.
Because just between us girls, I have disabilities, and sometimes I can't speak. So, You know what I mean? That's why when I call,
sure.
when I've called before, I have to, get my point across real fast.
Okay.
And then, I know you're trying to get something in, and I'm like, let me speak, because then I won't be able to. But...
No, we'll always have time for you. Always have time for you. And if you want to text me. It's whatever is best for you, okay?
Aw, thank you,
all
Romeo. Right. I thought that they might be produced.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, Romeo.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. You guys can text me if you don't want to call me. I mean, if you can. I mean, if you're nervous, if you're too nervous to call, or if you you think you can't get everything in time, then no, go ahead. You can text me. You can text me or call me, 842-5477. That number's the same for both texting and calling, okay? It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, R842-5477. Good morning, Rome. Hey, the radio is coming in staticky in Delano. Do you know why? Yeah, because it's Delano. You guys just got bad air up there. No, it's I think there might be something going on with the reception. I know they were trying to fix something over the weekend. So it might be our reception is what's going on, but I know they're working on it. RD42547. Hey, Rome, if I want some tickets, what are the days, office times? I can go get them. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday. Is it Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday? I believe it is. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. I believe that's when you can pick up your tickets, okay? All right, 842-5477. If it's coming in static, we are going to give away some Village Fest tickets a little bit later on this morning. By the way, if it is staticky up there in Delano, go to the TuneIn app. Listen to us on the app, and it won't be staticky, okay? The TuneIn app, or go to hot941.com, and you can listen to the radio station there. All right, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 84.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, RD42547. What'd you send me here? Hey, Romeo, it's your favorite Judge Judy Wendy Williams again. I love you. I listened to you since I moved here 21 years ago. You're bold. You say it like you mean it. You have a stance, and you stick by it, whether you're right or wrong. You basically... gay icon. Hey, Rome, the gays love you. Give us some love sometimes. Make an appearance at a gay club. We love to say it like it is. You mean we love it like you mean it kind of guy. Don't lose it just because you're getting older. You got to keep it up. Show these new kids you better, and have been doing it since before they existed. That's awesome. Hey, you ain't lying, and but I appreciate the comment. That's very nice of you to say that. Thank you. And you're right. I am smarter than these young kids today, so I appreciate that. Thanks. Already 425-477. What do we got going on today? What did I see? Oh, we got whatchamacallit coming on. We got tickets to give away to Village Fest. We're going to do that in a little bit here. We should find out what's going on at Village Fest. It's going on this Saturday over at the Kern County Museum. So we'll talk to Miranda. She's the one that will give us all that information. So we'll get to that here in just a few minutes as well. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo with this fool semi. So because you're clueless about football, those who know about it and love it are idiots. There's only about 6 people in this town that know football. You're so un-American, moved to Canada. First of all, my friend, I'm from an Indian reservation. I'm more American than you'll ever be. And you made 16 Raider hater offbeat songs, but don't understand the game. You love to talk about and hate on. Chiefs and Niners suck ass. Huh? I don't know what's worse, the fact that I'm all these things and you still listen and actually know. No details. You might listen a little too much. Who's the idiot? Me or the people that follow me? Good morning, Don. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo. I'm caller 29. Yes.
For what? What you want tickets to?
I ain't win no tickets.
Oh.
I won. I don't even know what I won. Good morning, Romeo.
What's going on?
It feel like I ain't heard you in a whole month.
Well, you know what? I feel like I haven't been working. This is the longest weekend of my life. All I did was do stuff. I didn't even have a chance to relax. It was ridiculous.
Oh, my goodness. Now you back at it. Oh, baby.
Oh, I know. You know what? I need a vacation.
Yeah, today my off day, but you know what? I woke up like I gotta go to work, and I called you.
What?
Yes, I'm heading up to Circle K to give you a cup of coffee, and then I'm gonna go home.
What's wrong with you? It's like 6:30. What time is it? 6:30?
Yep. Romeo, when you used to getting up every day at 4 o'clock, bro, it don't even matter if you got your off days. I know my body still gets up.
You're right. Yeah. You're absolutely right about that. When you used to it, Nothing you can do about it.
I know, and it's so sad, but that's where I'm going. I'm going to get my coffee, then I'm coming back home.
Hey, is Circle K coffee good?
To me, it is, in my singing voice.
I never had Circle K coffee. I'll have to try it.
Yeah, try it.
I will. All right, Deidre, have fun. Stay out of trouble. All right.
I will.
Bye.
Bye, Romeo.
Damn. On your day off, you getting up at 4 a.m. on your day off. RD4254-7-7. I ain't gonna lie though. I had the weekend just like you guys. I was up every morning at 3:30. Just nothing to do, staring at the walls, hoping something was on TV. All right, 84254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. All right, 84254-7-7. Rome, how was your weekend? Hey, Rome, Seahawk Lou knows his football. Seahawk Lou does not know football. Seahawk Lou barely knows how to breathe. But okay. All right, 84254-7-7. You know, my friends, I have friends that went out of town for the weekend, went to the coast, had a good time. My weekend was uneventful. It was just hanging out in town. That's all I did. Friday night, I went and checked out a high school football game for a little while. Saturday, I got up and I went to Social House to watch Texas and Ohio State play, which, oh my gosh. I was so excited to go watch the game. I thought Eli Manning's nephew or Archie Manning's kid was going to just ball out and Texas was going to do something, and he kind of got embarrassed. So that was uneventful. What did I do? Is that all I did Saturday? That might have been all I did Saturday. And then Sunday, I went over to Saunders and just had a couple of beers and some breakfast. And then I went and helped my buddy move his washing machine from upstairs to downstairs. And what did I do on? Oh, you know what I did kind of cool? I did some kind of. I thought it was kind of cool. You guys might find it kind of dumb, but yesterday I went out. The Kern High School District has a central kitchen, and I did not know this. But there's this organization called Blue Zone, and they're trying to get people to eat healthier. Get you to be healthier, eat healthier, and they're getting involved with the school districts here in Bakersfield. They're trying to, restaurants and school districts. And they're just giving you healthier options, kind of some plant-based stuff. And they're having a competition at the fair. I think it's on the 19th. And they asked me if I'd help judge it, which I will. And these high school students, they're going to make these dishes out of healthier foods. I want to say they're all going to be plant-based foods. And it was kind of interesting going to see them because they were practicing yesterday. So I went and checked them out practicing down at the main kitchen for the current high school district. It was kind of cool. That was about the most eventful thing I did this weekend. Really? All right, 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. All right, 842-547-7. That's the number you can call. You can text, hey, Rome, let me get that new Raiders song. Nope. You got to wait. Got to wait. Not going to play it until, when's the first football game start? Thursday. I don't know who plays, but I think Thursday is the first football game, and then Friday you got a football game, and then Sunday. So, we'll do it Thursday. RD 42547-7. Okay, hey Rome, can I get your input on my situation? Yes. Give me 1 second though. Okay, and I will get to it because I want to ask you guys. I got a situation, something funny. Well, I thought it was funny. Happened this morning. At about 3:30 in the morning, I'm driving to work. And at 3:30 in the morning, not a lot of people on the road. Very, very few. So what happened was, right here in front of the station on California, they're working on the roads. So right now, there is a single lane road going west on California, I think. Is that right? Does California go east and west, or you tell me, you guys? Anyway, going that way. On California, it's one way. It's only one way. So I'm driving that way. I get to a stoplight. I'm the only person on the road at this point. I'm sitting at the stoplight waiting, and a car comes from somewhere behind me. And so I'm waiting for the light to turn green, and this jackass is honking at me. And I guess he wants me to run a red light. Well, I'm not going to do that. I don't care. I follow the rules. You know, I follow the rules. I don't want a ticket. I don't want to hit nobody. You got homeless walking around all around this area. I don't want to hit nobody. I can't see. It's dark, and I'm not going to do it, right? So this jackass is still honking at me. Finally, after what seemed to be 30 seconds, probably 30 minutes to hit this person, backs up, goes around me in the dirt, goes around me, gets back on the lane, takes off, honking the whole time. I'm still sitting there. Watching waiting for the light to turn. And then light turns green finally. Take off. Guess who's got pulled over up the road a little bit? This jackass. Karma's a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to stop and laugh, but you know what? I didn't, because I didn't know. The cop would have thought I was crazy, probably would have got me too. But yeah, come on now. Don't be a jackass. Just wait. Where the hell do you got to go? Where does anybody got to go at 3:30 in the morning? It's so important that you can't wait for the light to turn red. Wait for the light to turn green. So, RD 42547-7. Hey, Rome, are you going to SoFi Friday to watch your team play against the Chargers? No. I can't afford to go to SoFi. Way too expensive. I can't even afford to park next to SoFi so I can buy a ticket to go to SoFi. I ain't got that kind of money. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Oh, my red light issue happened this morning. What I told you happened was I was right here in front of the radio station. They're working on the street. So it's a single lane heading one way on California. And I was at a red light. It was about 3:30 in the morning. I'm the only one on the road. And some guy pulls up behind me and starts honking at me because I'm not going through the red light. I'm not going to go through the red light. I'm waiting for it's green. So he got pissed off, backs up, honks at me the whole time, drives around me through the dirt, through where they're working, and then goes on, right? Okay, good luck. RD 42547-7. You know, Rome, what's annoying as well, when you're first behind the red light, and as soon as the light turns green, the person behind you honks at you. So annoying. It just turned green. Yeah, just sit there a little longer then. I agree with you on that one. Just sit there. They'll be all right. They'll figure it out, Just sit there and just sit a little bit longer. That's what I do when people honk at me. I just sit a little bit longer. Screw them. Don't be a jackass. I mean, why give people a chance to get out of your way, all right? All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo and Village Fest. One of the oldest, probably the oldest festivals that we have, and it always comes through. It always, it never disappoints. Village Fest is coming up September 6th at the Kern County Museum, and Miranda's here to tell us all about it. Good morning, Miranda.
I mean, I don't run it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not out there with a clipboard and a headset. Okay?
If you're gonna be the face of it, you got to run it.
I'm the face of it. I'll be the face of it. Village Fest is coming up. It's that time of year again, man. It's like the end of the summer. It's right before football season. It's right before the fair. We're right in that sweet spot.
Yep, absolutely.
So the Saturday after Labor Day, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., Kern County Museum.
September 6th. It is really one of. It's probably, I'm trying to think of all the events of Bakersfield. It is the one that you can always count on being just good.
Yeah, no, it's the quality's there. I think we've been doing it for so long. We still have a lot of the same founding committee members, a lot of the same founding board members on our 501c3. So we have it down to a science. Now, that's not to say that it isn't ever evolving. We're always making changes. Like, this is not the same event that it was when it started in, 1994.
Oh, yeah.
But it definitely is it's a really good time. It's a really good value.
Yeah.
And it kind of blows everything else out of the water when it comes to
it
fests
does.
in town.
So let's talk a little bit about, you get tickets where do you get tickets at?
Eventbrite, or go to bakersfieldvillagefest.com and there's a link right there on the homepage. But yeah.
Now, what does your ticket consist of?
Well, you get entry 6 to 10 p.m. You get samplings of over 100 beers, over 70 wines, over 30.
You have 70 wines?
Yeah, we have over 70 wines this year. I know, right? In our Vino Village area. And then over 30 I think we have 33 local restaurants signed on to be giving out food. So you have access to all of that, right?
Yep.
And then we have 5 stages. 4 of those stages are live bands. So you've got 3 live bands per stage. And then our 5th stage in the Neon Garden is an all DJ stage that's brand new for this year. And I want to personally thank you guys for helping us out with that. We've got a bunch of DJs on that stage, and you... not you personally, but we have some mixers coming out.
They don't invite me to anything.
Courtesy of y'all. So I appreciate you for helping us out with
great.
That. Yeah.
That's great.
Well, we've had such great success with our radio stations out there, bringing out their boards, setting up the PA, being on the various corners. People just stop and they want to dance like it's a club. So why not create the whole area?
That's a great
guys?
idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I'm just looking at your wines here.
Okay.
You got Camus out there. I love Camus.
I mean, yum. Yum.
You have got, I know everybody thinks of just beer, but you have got some fabulous wines out there.
We've got seltzers too. I'm excited. We've got a bunch of Trulies. So if you're out there and you want to be really refreshed and feel very light.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something for everyone. We've got, if you're a big water guy, let me tell you about the water we're going to have out there. It's going to be cold. It's going to be plentiful. We've got a ton of NA beverages too. So there really is something for everybody.
There really is. So for those of you out there that have somebody that does not drink, they can be your designated driver. Buy them a ticket, and they can drive you there and home, and there will be plenty of food and drink and music for them to have a great time as well without alcohol.
You don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time, baby, at Village Fest. No.
That is so awesome. Yeah, you guys got a lot of great, I'm just kind of going through the website and you guys have got a lot of great entertainment. You got a lot of great beer.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to go break down a little bit more about what's going to be there, restaurants, and we'll go through a little bit about some of the people that are actually going to be there. So hold on one second, Miranda. Village Fest is going on September 6th. That's a week from Saturday Eventbrite or go to bakersfieldvillagefest.com to get your tickets now. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley, and Miranda's here. We're talking about Village Fest. She is pretty much up to date on everything. Can answer all our questions. Good morning, Miranda.
Good morning.
Okay, so let's, the ticket price. It's, how much is it?
So $109 with fees, you're looking at $115.
Okay.
That's for right now. If you wait until the day of, if on September 6th, you're like, okay, yes, I'm going to go, you're going to pay $129 plus fees for that. So the ticket price goes up $20 the day of. There's no point. Don't do that to yourself.
I wanted to bring this up
early.
I know. I wanted to bring this up because it's a 4-hour event.
Right.
So for $115, I think is what you said.
With fees, yeah.
With fees, I was looking at over 100 beers. What was it? 70 wines, food. I'm going to be honest with you. I've sat at a restaurant with a buddy of mine for 4 hours watching a football game, and I think the bill was like $4.50 for drinking and eating.
That's impressive. You know what though? You plop yourself down at like what you think is a pretty moderately priced like sports bar where you're like, I'm just gonna have a couple beers, I'm gonna have some wings, I'm gonna whatever. A couple hours later, it comes out to like $100 a person at least, and you're kind of restraining yourself a little bit because you're still like, I gotta drive home, I gotta whatever, you know. Village Fest, I think for your money, honestly, you cannot get a better return on investment. Like it is, I don't want to call it a free for all because we want to be safe and sane, right?
Yes.
But you have access to all of this. It all comes with price of admission. Bring your ID. That is it. You know, we got some merch for sale. There's some cigar bars that are there if you want to buy yourself a cigar.
Cool.
You can totally do that. But that's it. As far as spending any money, you do not need to bring a dime with you. So you just show up with your ID and you are good to go. I mean, imagine going out for drinks, going to a show, going to dinner, buying beers at the show. Like the amount of money that you're going to spend for two people doing all of that is going to be $300, $400 if you're not careful. So,
now, being in Bakersfield for 30 years, I've learned that you have to explain that to people. You have to tell them, hey, you and your wife are going to go out to dinner tonight, and it's going to cost Friday night. It's going to cost you $200-$300
right
for dinner. But you go to Village Fest with your wife. You got $115. You got all the bands. You got all the drinks and wine that you want to try, samplers, things like that, and it's way less expensive.
Yeah, and it's like there's way less thought to it too. Like there's no, where do you want to go? Where are we going? We always go there. Like the perennial argument in the car as you're driving around. Are we going here? No, we just went there. Are we going there? I don't want to go there. Do you want this? I don't want that. Do you want this? I don't want that. Do you want Chinese? I don't know. Do you want pizza? I don't know.
That's hilarious.
You don't have to. The decision is made for you. Everyone can have exactly what they want.
Exactly.
You can see all your friends.
You're going to run into everybody you know.
Yeah, right.
You've seen to high school. I haven't seen them since high school. You're going to run into them all.
For better or worse, right? You're going to see everybody you know. You're going to see every band you want to see in town. You're going to dance to some good music.
Yes.
And
just
the
have a great
museum's
time.
Gorgeous. I love going to the Kern County Museum, especially that night because it's decorated so beautifully.
Yeah, really
Once
is.
the sun kind of goes
Great
down
venue.
behind the trees, it's so beautiful. So that first hint of fall, you really get it at Village Fest.
Sorry, Miranda, real quick. Hey, all you guys texting me, I don't have free tickets. Okay? All my friends are texting me. I don't. Go buy them. You guys got plenty. I know all you guys got jobs. Go buy your own tickets. I don't even have any. They're all texting me right now because I hear you on the radio.
What?
Yeah, my friends are texting me right now.
You guys I feel like I always come with tickets. Don't I always come with tickets?
No. They got plenty of money. They're fine.
All right.
Forget them.
Right.
Kona Big Wave,
charitable.
they're one of your presenting sponsors. Now, are they a presenting sponsor for the whole thing or just for the beer portion of it?
No, they're our presenting sponsor. Really yummy. It's really a cool new brand to see come in this year. So that's exciting. And in fact, that's the whole theme of this year's event. We always have a cool new theme every year. And so this year it's, we've got this beachy theme, beach vibe going on. So kind of celebrate that last sort of endless summer that we have in here in Bakersfield. Put on your tropical print, your flip-flops, your puka shell necklace, come in your board shorts.
I love how you broke it down.
Yeah.
I love how you broke it down. You got the Village Lawn,
Oh,
which
yeah.
they're all broken down by similar types of beer. Village Lawn. How do you say that?
Kahunaville. Like
Okay.
Big Kahuna. Like, hey,
Kahunaville.
you were just in Hawaii, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
All right, I don't need to explain this to you.
And then Blues Alley. That's just such a great idea. You've really broken it down so people can go.
Yeah, go to the website. Check it out. Yeah.
BakersfieldVillagefest.com. Hold on one second, Miranda. I still got more questions for you. It's Hot 94.1. Everything. You have beer, you have wine, you have food. I noticed I was just looking at some. You have 5 stages?
We do. We have 5 stages. Well, we have the entire Kern County Museum. That's 16 acres, right? So we have every little section. You've got the gazebo section that's close to Chester. We've got the craft beer stage there, that big lawn area. That's our Village Lawn stage. We've got the little gazebo that's inside. That's the Vino Village area where all of our wine is.
Yeah.
We've got Kahunaville in the back. That's by the chapel and the train. And then the Neon Plaza, where all of the neon signs have gone to be refurbished. That's where we have like our club neon like DJ area.
Yeah, that's gonna be actually mixers out there DJing, so you guys can have a little dance party if you want, or a big dance party.
It's gonna be a big dance party.
Where is? Oh, there they are. I was looking for Mento Buru. I like Mento Buru.
Yeah, we all like Mento.
Valerio, I like Valerio. Hot Mess, Morning Drive, and I'm just looking at some of the bands right now, guys. Seeing who's out there. I like. Where are they? Oh, I like these No Strings Attached. I've seen them a couple times before.
They'll be in Vino Village. That's always they close out Vino Village, and that place is packed. People love NSA.
So there's a lot of entertainment out there. I mean, for the bang for your buck is going to be absolutely amazing. All right, Miranda, thank you for stopping. Oh, you know what I didn't look at? Hold on.
What?
One more thing.
Okay.
I wanted to look at the restaurants.
I feel like I'm getting the 3rd degree. You're like, hold on.
Well, you got to tell us everything.
Stand right here. I'm going to go through every page of the website.
I am, because I want to know who's going to be there.
We're going to discuss it.
I mean, you got real people out here. You got the
have
Padre. You got Countryside Market. I mean, you got like... what is meat, cheese, and things?
I mean, it sounds like there's going to be meat, cheese, and things.
That sounds amazing.
A little charcuterie.
Oh, you got Chef Lino out there. He just opened a new restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw.
Oh, we got tons of stuff.
Oh, yeah. You guys got a lot out there. Yeah, sorry for drilling you like that. But everybody wants to know. I mean,
I'm at your service.
The thing is, it's such an amazing event, and it never fails. You guys always have the best food. You have the best restaurant. You have the best of Bakersfield out there all the time, and what our local community represents, as well as some of the big beers from the coast and up in Fresno. I mean, you guys really do a great job.
We do what we can, and every penny goes to Children's Charity County. We benefit careforkids.org. That's our 501c3. Everyone is volunteer. We don't have any paid employees, no executive directors taking a salary. So after the bills are paid, lights are paid, we pump all that money back into the community and help kids. And you can check out what we award grants to and who gets our money also on our website. You can go to careforkids.org and check that out. In fact, we just gave out $50,000 in grants not too long ago, and we'll keep doing it.
I didn't realize that you guys give all the money back. I didn't realize. A lot of these charities will take a cut and then they'll.
No.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
No, I mean, we pay our vendors, but that's it. That's it.
All right, Village Fest is happening next Saturday. That's 6 to 10 over the Kern County Museum. So make sure you guys get your tickets now at Eventbrite. It's the 28th annual Village Fest. You go to BakersfieldVillageFest.com. Yeah, go check us down. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for your time, Miranda.
Of course.
Appreciate it. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Already 4254777. Okay, let me get to your situation here. It says, hey, Romeo, you think I can get your input on my situation? I appreciate it. Thank you. When I was 10 or 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime and everything he owned from my father, which led to him taking his own life. Oh, my gosh. Fast forward today. My girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Romeo, I joined the military, became a plumber, and started a business on my own. Today, I own a house and a duplex, 2 brand new vehicles, and I have upwards of $300K in my 401k. My girlfriend and I live in an apartment, and she has been hassling me. Hold on. You said you own a house and a duplex, but you live in an apartment. Let me see this again. So my girlfriend and I live in an apartment, and she has been hassling me about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyer drew up a prenuptial agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup. and has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times at the beginning until now that if we're ever getting married, you're going to sign a prenup. She knows what my mother did to my father. She's even been to his grave with me. I haven't seen or heard from her since Sunday, Romeo. Should I just let this love go? I see. Okay, so you're not talking. This happened a while back, right? A couple weeks ago, maybe. I think you should let it go. I'm going to tell you a couple of different things when it comes to money. If it goes both ways, if you want a prenup and she loves you and is not worried about money, then she'll sign it. Now, the flip side of that is somebody would say, if you really loved her, you wouldn't care about the money. That's BS. Okay? Whoever came up with that was trying to take a man for his money, okay? Those two things are not equal, okay? A prenup protects your money that you've had before you get married, okay? That has nothing to do with loving somebody. And a lot of people who don't want to sign prenups will use that as a justification. If you loved me, you wouldn't care. No, that's not true. I love you, but I need to protect my interests because I'm bringing more into this marriage than you are. We're not equal. If we're equal going into a marriage, I get it. But we're not equal. I have more than you. And there is no reason that you deserve what I have before I met you. Now, after we get married, and if we do something together, and we make some real money as a married couple, as you said, you have a business. If my business flourishes as a married couple, I owe you something because you in some way, as my wife, had something to do with that. In whatever that capacity is, okay? She may not have drove the truck and got out on the job with you, but she may have shown support and helped and made it easier for you to thrive, okay? Instead of bringing you down. So there's a lot to say. There's a lot of gray area when it comes to prenups. But to simply say, if you love me, you wouldn't make me sign a prenup is BS. Because if you loved me, you'd sign the prenup knowing that I brought more to this relationship in the beginning than you did. So yeah, I would say let it go. RD4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. All right, so let me read you this because it is kind of interesting. And this poor guy. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get your input on the situation? I appreciate it. Thanks. When I was 10 or 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime and everything he owned from my father, which led to him taking his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together for 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Romeo, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business on my own. Today, I own a house and a duplex, 2 brand new vehicles, and have upwards of $300K in my 401k. My girlfriend and I live in an apartment, and she has been hassling me about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenuptial agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup and has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I have also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we were ever getting married, you're going to sign a prenup. She knows that my mother did. She knows what my mother did to my father. She's even been to his grave with me. I haven't seen or heard from her since, Rome. Should I just let this love go, Romeo? I mean, it's easy for me to say it but 13 years is a long time, and I get it, but yeah. And it's like I tell you with a prenup. Oh, what'd you send me, Big Rome? Hey, Rome, big boy. Big Rome, her money is her money, and my money is our money, and I pay the cost to be the boss. Oh, and she said I could say that. Oh, nice. All right. First of all, I think I think everybody that gets married should have a prenup, no matter what. Just because everybody should be protected. You could really, some of these women out there take men for money, and it really devastates them and really breaks them. And that's not fair. Okay? And a lot of women do it out of spite, not out of bitterness, not out of, not because they need it or want it or whatever. So there's more women, I believe, out there taking money out of spite from their ex-husbands because they're mad. Now, that does not take away from the fact that there are a lot of women out there that were supportive, that have had kids, that were stay-at-home moms, and helped their husbands succeed. But those women are married and should and do deserve a cut, whatever that cut may be. Do they deserve more than what that could? Do they deserve more than 50%? Absolutely not. But they deserve something for their time and efforts and what they put in to make that family successful, or that man financially successful. Okay, but you have to take everything on an individual basis. Already 42547-7. Good morning. What's going on?
What's going on, Rome? Chili Gilly.
What up, Gilly?
He had already told her that if he ever got married, there was going to be a prenup.
Yeah,
so
looks like
her not even reading it, she knew what it was. She thought after all these years, his feelings was going to change, and no, he should stick right with his guns and let it go, brother.
Yeah,
And you know what? And I do feel bad for his father having to take his life, because she must have put him through hell.
Did he say he took his life?
I'm sorry?
Yeah. And led to that. You're right. Yeah. He's got a little bit of trauma in his life. Yeah, you got to understand that.
Man,
Absolutely.
So, stick with your guns, brother. You're going to be all right.
Yeah, there'll be somebody out there who wants you and not your money.
Exactly.
All right.
Later, brother.
Later, man. Already 42547-7. I mean, you got to know who you're working with. You got to understand who you're going to marry. And she doesn't understand that. I actually, though, think a prenup should be for everybody. Everybody should have to sign one. All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, let me read you what this guy sent me, and you guys can figure it out. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get an input on my situation? When I was 10, 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime, everything he owned from my father, which led him to take his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Rome, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business on my own. Today, I own a house, duplex, a couple of vehicles, blah, 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 right? My girlfriend and I live in an apartment. She's been hassling about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenup agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup, has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we ever get married, there's going to be a prenup involved. She knows what my mother did to my father. What do you think, Rome? All right, 842-547-7. Good morning, out. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Romeo. It's me, Angel.
What up, Angel?
Okay, so on that situation, it's regular marriage, modern marriage, and all the above, right?
Sure.
So when I got married, they, she got a lot of hurt. Whatever happens. She got a lot of assets going to her, but it shouldn't matter. Like if baby, she's hurt because if they were to break up, I mean, he's just protecting his own back, because now all our stuff is in a trust. So that's even harder than once they have the first baby and they do this and they explore, everything's gonna go to baby and the kids.
Yeah, I think we could agree upon that, but
but if she's in it for the money,
it sounds like
the first year he'll know. Oh, I'm trying to leave you. I mean, you're gonna see it like he has to back himself up. He's not wrong with that, but at the same time, baby's heartbroken because you got a prenup. Could you imagine what she felt?
I can imagine that I can imagine what she felt.
Crying,
but
stormed out.
But bring something to the table. If you ain't got nothing to offer, I don't know what to tell you.
Man, I was fresh out of prison, and I married my girl. Right? Okay, I married her, and they came with prenup. They came with all kinds of stuff.
Well,
and I went through it.
I know. Well,
I went through it, and now look at me. I'm set for life.
All right, Angel, get out of here.
All right, man. Have a great day.
Oh, Angel, yeah, Angel. Already 4254777. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, let me read you what this guy sent me, and you guys can figure it out. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get an input on my situation? When I was 10, 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime, everything he owned from my father, which led him to take his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Rome, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business of my own. Today, I own a house, duplex, a couple of vehicles, blah, 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 right? My girlfriend and I live in an apartment. She's been hassling about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenup agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup, has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we ever get married, there's going to be a prenup involved. She knows what my mother did to my father. What do you think, Rome? All right, 842-547-7. Good morning, out. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rome?
Hey, Ruben, what's going on, man?
Man, he just needs to get rid of her, Rome, because you know what? That prenup, all he's trying to do is secure what he's had before her.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? And whatever they, and he's giving what he's made before her. He's taking care of her.
Okay.
And whatever they built together has nothing to do with that prenup. So if she's tripping on the prenup, then just throw in the gutter and go get another. You know what I mean, Rome? It's just, you know what I mean? And especially if you've already been what you've been through. Like, you don't want to live that, bro, again. You know what I mean? Gotta count your losses sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just like I said, throw in the gut and get another, and enjoy life. Make sure you have one that down the ride with you.
Yeah. All right.
Later, bro.
I will say this, and I'm going to be fair about it for this poor guy. The fact that you've been together 13 years, it's easier for these guys to call up and tell you to bounce. Angel's being a little more understanding, but it's easy for these guys to call up and say, you know what, just leave it. And it's easy for me to say that. 13 years is a long time to be with somebody. Now, I don't know what that relationship consisted of. Was it a great 13 years? But you've had a very traumatic experience, traumatic childhood, based on what you've told us, and I think she really needs to understand that. And to be perfectly honest with you, if you've been together 13 years and she was willing to stay that long, why is she tripping over a prenup? You know what I'm saying? Because apparently she loves you, right? I mean, so why would she care whether it's a prenup or not? The rest of your life together, Already 4254777. Hey, Romeo, check this out. You're talking about how she didn't help that man at all. You said they were together 13 years, and in that 13 years, he said he joined the military. He said he started a business, and he owns a house and a duplex. She had nothing to do with any of those things. That's a good question. I mean, maybe. But it's irrelevant because the bottom line is they weren't married. If you're not, and he said he was willing to marry her. Why didn't she push to get married earlier then? So if you're not married, I'm going to stand behind it. Okay. You guys want to say it's marriage. For those of you that don't want to get married, it's just a piece of paper. For those of you that want to, scream that at the mountaintops and say marriage is this and marriage is that, it doesn't mean anything. Well, guess what? It means something when you're building a financial future. And if you're not willing to put in on that and you're not willing to accept what marriage is on paper, then you can't cry about it when it doesn't work out for you off because you didn't want to get married, okay? You can't have it every way. You can't. You got to make some hard choices in your life and decide what you want and how you're going to handle it. And if you don't want to, then don't cry about it later. RD42547 It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, let me read you what this guy sent me, and you guys can figure it out. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get an input on my situation? When I was 10, 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime, everything he owned from my father, which led him to take his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Rome, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business on my own. Today, I own a house, duplex, a couple of vehicles, blah, 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 right? My girlfriend and I live in an apartment. She's been hassling about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenup agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup, has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we ever get married, there's going to be a prenup involved. She knows what my mother did to my father. What do you think, Rome? Already 42547. What? Let's see what your text messages say. Hey, Rome. Oh, man, it's a long one. Hey, Rome, let her go. I left my girlfriend 3 years, Rome, because she wanted to get married. I was down for it, but she wanted to get married for her faith in God, which I respect 100%. So I said, okay, perfect. We don't need the marriage contract through court then. She said, no, it had to be both. And I started to feel her tension. Oh, her intentions were more financially driven than love driven. I have a home, great job, good father figure. All she brought was good sex. She was a great person. Don't get me wrong, but if a marriage contract is a must for you, when you're trying to say you're doing it to not live in sin, yeah, it's financially driven, and I'm good. She couldn't even cook for me, Rome. Tell him leave her and don't look back. He's doing good for himself. Well, there you go. Hey, Romeo, I gotta go to bed. Text me if you feature me again so I can go back and hear about me on the website. Okay. I don't know what this one was all about. This guy sent me a lot of, is this the same guy who sent me the I don't know. Holy moly. This guy sent me 100 different things. Okay, I will. I'll get to it all. I got to go back and read all this guy's text messages. We'll get to it. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, let me read you what this guy sent me, and you guys can figure it out. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get an input on my situation? When I was 10, 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime, everything he owned from my father, which led him to take his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Rome, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business on my own. Today, I own a house, duplex, a couple of vehicles, blah, 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 right? My girlfriend and I live in an apartment. She's been hassling about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenup agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup, has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we ever get married, there's going to be a prenup involved. She knows what my mother did to my father. What do you think, Rome? RD42547. Hey, Rome, would you ever sign a prenup? Absolutely, 100%. If some woman that was rich enough that she wanted me to sign a prenup, hell yeah, I'd sign that. And I'd live that country club lifestyle until she divorced me. I wouldn't care. Already 42547. So Rome, yes, this happened last Sunday. Oh, this is the guy who started the whole thing. The money I've been able to accumulate, I've hidden from my girlfriend, which surprisingly I've been able to pull off. The business, yes, I own it, but my girlfriend believes I'm just a 9-to-5 worker. The apartment is just a front, all in all. When I presented the prenup, she didn't even read it. She just felt the words prenup came out of my mouth distasteful. My girlfriend isn't a gold digger because I've given the impression of being broke, which at one point we almost got kicked out of our apartment because of no payment. How can she be a gold digger if she thinks I don't have money? Well, because the idea of a prenup, that's where I say that. Usually, Usually prenup, when you bring prenups into it, all it has to do is with money, which means there is something to lose, Like people who have nothing to lose don't get prenups. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say that she's not stupid, obviously. If there's a prenup involved, then obviously she knows there's something involved, okay? All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, let me read you what this guy sent me, and you guys can figure it out. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get an input on my situation? When I was 10, 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime, everything he owned from my father, which led him to take his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Rome, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business on my own. Today, I own a house, duplex, a couple of vehicles, blah, 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 right? My girlfriend and I live in an apartment. She's been hassling about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenup agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup, has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we ever get married, there's going to be a prenup involved. She knows what my mother did to my father. What do you think, Rome? Okay, so what did you send me here? What do we got here? Hey, Rome, tell that guy to run. He's got to go. Hey, Romeo, regardless, a person can do it in any way. What are you talking about here? What does that mean? Oh, did you send me something, Rome? Hey, Romeo, if she doesn't sign the prenup, she ain't in it for him, but for the potential turnaround and what she could gain from the relationship. I was in a similar situation. However, he was my boyfriend and father of my kids. He stripped me up, everything, left me and my kids with nothing, left me in debt. So even if you don't marry someone, he could do that to you regardless of the person. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Wow. Okay. Already 42547. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, let me read you what this guy sent me, and you guys can figure it out. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get an input on my situation? When I was 10, 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime, everything he owned from my father, which led him to take his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Rome, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business on my own. Today, I own a house, duplex, a couple of vehicles, blah, 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 right? My girlfriend and I live in an apartment. She's been hassling about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenup agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup, has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we ever get married, there's going to be a prenup involved. She knows what my mother did to my father. What do you think, Rome? RD42547. Ooh, here's Paulina. I love it when Paulina checks in. Good morning, Romeo. It's Paulina. How was your Labor Day weekend? It was uneventful, but it was fun. It was fine. Hey, Romeo, tell that man to move on. He said if he was going to get married, that there was going to be a prenup. I'm sorry, but about his father, but this man needs to do what's best for him, and that's to move on. If that woman was a real woman, she would have sat down and negotiated terms and conditions. Romeo, people need to realize that marriage is a business transaction nowadays. It's not simply anymore. Family law and family courts have not caught up with the modern times, which means women have incentives to leave and take everything because family law and family courts favor the woman. She's not wrong about that. Already 42547. Take all financial out of marriage to fix it. I would agree with that. Okay, so we need more information. If they've been together 13 years since they were 16, 17, did they really build by himself? Well, that is a good question. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, let me read you what this guy sent me, and you guys can figure it out. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get an input on my situation? When I was 10, 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime, everything he owned from my father, which led him to take his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Rome, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business on my own. Today I own a house, duplex, a couple of vehicles, blah, blah, blah. Right? My girlfriend and I live in an apartment. She's been hassling about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenup agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup, has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we ever get married, there's going to be a prenup involved. She knows what my mother did to my father. What do you think, Rome? RD4254777. Let's see here. What is this? Hey, Rome. Maybe I'm getting this wrong, but I thought in Cali, after 10 years, you're technically married. And if so, wouldn't she be entitled to something? I've just heard that. Not sure if it's true. I don't believe it's true, but it could be. I don't think it is. Hey, Rome, the divorce rate is 50%. Marriage doesn't benefit a man anymore. A woman can cheat, be fault, still take half because she's bored or wants something different. He's doing the right thing. Forget these hoes. Okay. Yo, Rome, not every great girlfriend is capable of being a great wife. He was with her 13 years, has seen something that doesn't sit well with him, or he would have wifed her up earlier, without the conversation or being pushed to it. He's got to drop her, Rome. It's going to hurt, but he will be good in 2 months tops. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's see. This guy wants a prenup for his plunger, for his business. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. If anybody, you should never marry anybody who won't sign a prenup. That just means they don't love you and they're more interested in you financially than not. Now, this guy says, well, she didn't know about some of his finances, so maybe he was hiding some stuff from her. Okay, well, that's not a good relationship anyways. But if you're going to ask somebody to sign a prenup, I don't think there's that many people out there that are so stupid to not realize that if the person you're marrying is asking you to sign a prenup, they have something, okay? I don't think there's a lot of broke fools asking to sign prenups, okay? I think so she must know he has some money or something out there, and she just got her feelings hurt, which I don't see why. He told you from the beginning, this is what happened in my family and I can't go through this again. So I'm going to tell you a funny story here in a minute about how stupid you guys are when you get together with people. You really got to look at the big picture. Obviously, with this guy, the big picture is he went through this traumatic experience. And you need to understand that if you want to be with him, you have to understand this thing that he wants, which is the prenup, because of what happened to his father, okay? And if you're not capable of dealing with that, then you're not capable of being with him. I mean, that's just, unfortunately, the sad part about this relationship. Some people are not meant to be together. Yet you are, and you're not overcoming odds. You're just, ignoring the problem. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, let me read you what this guy sent me, and you guys can figure it out. Hey, Romeo, you think I can get an input on my situation? When I was 10, 11 years old, I watched my mother take every dime, everything he owned from my father, which led him to take his own life. Fast forward today, my girlfriend and I have been together 13 years next month, both late 20s. In that time, Rome, I joined the military, became a plumber, started a business on my own. Today I own a house, duplex, a couple of vehicles, blah, 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 right? My girlfriend and I live in an apartment. She's been hassling about tying the knot, which I'm perfectly fine with. However, when my lawyers drew up a prenup agreement, she had a point of contention. She was mad and stormed out. She didn't even read the prenup, has no idea of my assets, Romeo. I've also told her many times from the beginning until now that if we ever get married, there's going to be a prenup involved. She knows what my mother did to my father. What do you think, Rome? RD4254777. Hey, Rome. I get he has trauma, but the couple has been together for 13 years and he's been hiding major assets from her the entire time. That just shows the ability to be dishonest and untrustworthy. If he hasn't felt he couldn't trust her with those assets their entire relationship, they don't belong together. Marriage is about being a team and building each other up. It's not building a whole life for yourself and telling your partner they aren't a part of it. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that statement. Okay, I'm not going to disagree with that statement. You might be right about that. You know what he did say he was hiding that stuff from her, so that he has always made it seem like he was poor. So that's a whole nother issue as well on him. You're right. But I was just dealing with the prenup part of it because a lot of people feel that prenups are necessary, and they are. All right, but you're right. I can't discount what you're saying. All right, 842-547-7. So maybe they just weren't meant to be together to begin with, right? Hey, Rome, I think any man takes his own life as, went through a divorce 50-50. I mean, maybe it's never his, just thought it was his. If he built it, he could bounce back. Well, that's not for me to say. Or I mean... That's not for me to comment on. You never know the emotional state of people. RD42547. But when it comes to the I want to tell you guys about this. This idea of, and this is going to change the subject just a lot. And that is this. A lot of you get with people and you shouldn't be with them. Okay? Morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hi, Romeo. Just chiming in again.
What's up?
I was listening to your little, what you guys were talking about, and you're 100% right. Sometimes you are not meant for that person. I was in a relationship for 22 years, and there's nothing wrong with moving on. Some people just want to stick into it like I did, but then you move on, and you're happier than you were in that relationship because you're miserable. You're miserable, and then you move on, and you're happy. You're like, I should have done this a long time ago.
You know what's funny when you say that is I think more people are more afraid of being alone than miserable. And that's the sad part of the human race is you're more afraid.
And being alone is fantastic. There's nothing. Seriously.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I have not been alone for a long time, and now I'm alone. I mean, not alone, but...
Yeah.
It's wonderful, and you don't know that because you don't do it. So you're stuck because you think you have to be stuck, but you're not.
I was having a conversation over the weekend about that, and I don't know what I can't remember the context, but I was telling somebody, I think I might be the only person that's in this world that's not afraid to die alone. I don't care.
I'm not either. Now I'm not. I'm done now. I was for 20-some years, and now I'm like, I'm happy. I'm content. I'm just living my little life.
I'm glad to hear that.
Almost 40, and now I'm happy.
Are you bitter or are you just happy?
I'm happy.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
I'm happy. There's a difference. I was bitter.
Yeah, there is a difference. That's why I asked the question. You're right. There is a difference. But that's cool. All right.
Being happy is happy. And you have to get to that point to get it. Because if not, you aren't going to be bitter. You're going to keep going back and forth. You're going to be mad with whatever's happening in their life.
Yeah.
Don't. Let it go.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. RD42547-7. She's right. Some of you don't need to be together. Okay. And there are just some things that you can't overcome. But you make a poor decision in the very beginning. Everybody probably has one deal breaker in their life. At least I would hope you do. Or you would understand that there are certain things like your job might not be compatible with her or him, or you know what I'm saying? I'll explain to you next. Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD42547-7. Hey, Rome, being alone is the best thing in the world, Rome. As soon as you know how to live alone and be independent, it's the best thing ever. Well, it's not the best thing ever. But it's better than being in a bad relationship just because you don't want to be alone. I mean, life can be great if you find. There's a lot of people living a great life right now because you have the right partner. The one that you guys just enjoy each other's time and company and doing, being together in whatever capacity that is. It's better to have a road dog to roam with you around, but being alone is not bad either, depending on what you're doing. So being alone is not the best, but being miserable is far worse than being alone. All right, 842-547-7. Rome, sounds like he needs to go to therapy to deal with childhood trauma, and once he's gotten far enough, they need to take couples therapy and get that prenup. Talk about during those sessions. He may need to go through. You may be right about the therapy to get rid of the childhood trauma, but it may not change the fact that he wants a prenup. I just don't see. I understand the trauma, but if you have money, nobody should be able to just take it from you because they married you. I disagree with that from both standpoints. From both spouse, neither spouse should be able to take money from somebody because they just married you. Right? I know plenty of men that have done it. I know plenty of men that were, good-looking guys, half-assed dudes, got some, rich woman, trust fund baby, or married some woman who's had a company or whatever the case may be, family business, whatever, or her own money, because she, and they took it. But nobody should be able to do that. Already 425-477. But back to this point, there are some fundamental reasons that you should not be with somebody, okay? Like if you're a social drinker and you like to go out and party and have a good time, you probably shouldn't date or marry somebody who was an alcoholic and is sober now. It's gonna make for rough times for both of you, okay? If you are, I know people that, a couple of relationships, the job that the guy does not align with the politics of the woman he's dating. It causes problems, or the agenda. You need to know what you're getting yourselves into, because once it falls apart, you should have known it would have fallen apart. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with, taking a spin on the Ferris wheel and knowing you're going to get off. But when you start investing your life into someone and they're not going to do something that doesn't align with what you want, and you marry them anyways, or you get with them anyways, and the relationship goes south, well, you should have known from the beginning, All right, 842-547-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. All right, Rome, it's Paulina again. Why does it matter if a man is hiding assets? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? If a man builds an empire, why is a woman getting upset because she didn't help or because she wasn't a part of it? Romeo, money changes people. Being broke or poor changes people, Rome. When a woman says money doesn't matter, when honestly it absolutely matters. No one wants a bum with no ambition. Maybe that man built an empire for you, and the woman is getting upset because she didn't help, or because she didn't help or did help, because she doesn't have any stake to it, because she can say, I help. So she can't say, I help. That's fair. That's fair, Paulina. But that would be also my question is, maybe she wasn't the one to begin with. Maybe that's why he had to hide it from her. Who knows what kind of, maybe she don't know how to deal with money. Maybe she's a spender. Maybe, who knows? We don't have all that information, but you just never know. RD42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm chiming in again.
Okay, what's up?
I get that point where they're saying maybe the girl does not know what she's doing. Like I said, I was in a relationship for 20 years, and sometimes you're in a mindset because they're taking care of everything, and then you finally realize that you need to do your own, and then maybe that's why she left. I don't know.
Well, I do agree with you. I'm going to say this, and this is going to probably be an unpopular sentiment, but at some point, if you're a woman, you need to know what's going on in your relationship. Yep. If your man's making money or doing something, you need to pay close attention to what he's doing in a way, just to know, just to have knowledge of what's going on. So
You do. But just me, from my personal experience, I was in a relationship at a young age. I was in my 20s.
Sure.
And he took care of everything because he's a little bit older than me. So
Yeah.
he did everything. So I just let him, take the reins. And I worked, he worked. We had a good life. But I didn't really pay attention to any of that stuff because I took care of the bills because we had a joint bank account.
Okay.
So we paid the bills. I paid the bills, but he made more of the money. But you have to, when you really look at stuff, you're like, okay, well, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from?
Yeah. And that's what I said. He even said in the comment, he opened a business without her knowing. She thinks he just works at that business. Come on, you got to be smarter than that. You just can't.
You have to.
I just can't see that.
At one point, you got to. Sometimes you don't know, and you don't care to know.
Yeah.
And then when you do, you're like, oh, shoot, this is what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Anyway, that was my 2 cents.
All right. Thanks for calling. Appreciate your 2 cents.
Okay,
All right, bye.
bye.
It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. I want to address something real quick. Hold on. Let me see where this is at. Hey, Rome. This is the guy who said he's not seeking advice, who was telling me the guy who started this is not seeking advice. He's seeking a validation, which in a sense he is. And you can tell him he's right, but just tell him it also comes with, okay, yeah. What I wanted to say was somebody said, where did you say this? Somebody said something to the extent that what can she really, here it is. If there's kids not involved, how can she actually help? Well, there is, I don't know if you guys have ever been I don't know if you guys have ever had a supportive woman who has kind of took the good with the bad, kind of, rolls with the punches with you, doesn't harp, doesn't nag, doesn't let you kind of, do your thing. And I don't mean out running around the streets. I mean, but if you have a guy who's starting a business, and this is why I'm going to stand up for her, and maybe she did this, I don't know. But this is how she could have helped, by just leaving him alone. Obviously, she didn't know about the business, so actually she didn't help. But you can help by just leaving him alone. If a man, have you ever met a guy? I have friends. He's always got this crazy idea to do something, and his wife is just always kind of rolling with the punch. Oh, we'll see. He always has some. But when you have a woman by your side that looks at you when you come up with some crazy get money scheme that's going to support your family, and she lets you do it without nagging, without harping, without, degrading you if something goes wrong, yeah, that's helping. Okay? It's not about, you can't just say, just because she has kids, how's she helping the kids? No, she could have been a woman can be helping by just being supportive. And when I say supportive, it could be just not being negative about what this man's trying to do. There's a lot of women out there that are negative towards their men. A lot of you women are, I was just somewhere over the weekend, and somebody said, where were we at? And somebody said something about their man. There were, gosh, I wish I could remember. Anyway, basically, somebody said, "Oh, you got a great man. It's nice. It must be nice to have." And instead of the other woman just going, "Thank you for saying that," she was like, "Well, you can have him. You not, you know what I'm saying?" So just by being supportive in a positive manner and letting that man be and do what he's got to do to try to make whatever he's trying to do financially work is helpful. Because there's nothing worse than trying to start a business and working too much. Because you guys know what it takes to start a new business. There's nothing worse than your man over here putting in 18-hour days trying to get this business up, and you over here crying because he don't spend enough time with you, or we don't have enough money right now because he's putting it all into his business. You guys know what I'm talking about. So there is some validity for a woman to just not say anything negative to you as being support. RD42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Rome, do you think having a business and being self-employed are different? Having a business and being self-employed, aren't they the same thing? If you own a business or you're self-employed, aren't they the same thing? I think if he has a business name and his license, but he is the only employee, I don't think that's really having a business. Well, it is, I think. He's self-employed and he's just doing, but I don't know. I've never done either one. So he's doing very well for himself. So if she just thinks he is an employee somewhere, why is that a bad thing? Unless he's trying to expand his company to actually be considered a business with multiple employees working for him. Sounds like he's an owner-operator, which nothing is wrong with that. But I don't think he should present himself to her as a business owner. So I don't think he is in the wrong for any of that, depending on the extent of his company. That is a good question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one though. Already 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1.